Here's the reason why I'm making this little series of videos. It's because most people don't really, well, there's three reasons. Reason number one is because most people really don't know that a lot of this stuff is going on. Reason number two, most people don't know that a lot of this stuff is actually possible and that they're the target of it. Right? You know what I'm saying? Here, reason number three, right, is because if you are interested in this kind of stuff and you're not a techie, you're an old person like me, or you're somebody in their 30s or 40s, and you realize you've been downtown working near your computer all this time, and saying you've been wondering why the boss has been spying on you and how they do it through your computer. Well, what I'm saying, I'm here to try to explain this stuff in regular people terms, regular Joe. To try so that you guys have some kind of understanding of how it's really going and what's going on, right? Because I understand some of the tech speak. I have friends, that they're programmers, that talk to me, that I ask questions. I'm a curious old bastard, I want to know, right? And a lot of you should want to know, because we're not getting rid of this stuff. It's never going to go away, right? For the rest of our lives, we're going to have to deal with it some way or another. At least you're going to have to deal with your smarty phone, aren't you? Anyways, all right. When you try to log, if you really are interested and you try to log on, you surf YouTube, looking for this kind of stuff, and you got these genius dudes, these programmers that have been at it since they were 3 years old, talking all this technical jargon. You don't understand half of what they're saying. And they're talking along, and they're talking to a whole room full of other programmers who understand exactly what they're saying. That's why they're laughing at their jokes, and you don't never get it. Right? That's why they can tell a joke that you don't even know is a joke. It's like, what? Why is everybody laughing? You know what I'm saying? Because you don't understand the technical speak of it, the jargon of it all. You know what I'm saying? Here I'm here because I do, and I have this unique ability how to turn it into regular people talk, so that you kind of understand what I'm saying, or at least you get an understanding of what I'm saying. These videos are not for the super techie people. Those people are going to laugh at me. They think I'm just a cracked old man that smoked too much weed or something and read something online. Oh, no, I didn't read any of this online. This stuff's been taught to me. I've experienced some of this stuff firsthand through my machine. You know what I'm saying? My friend, a couple of my friends doing it to me so that I would learn to be mindful of my own security. Right? Because, I do work online. I am a published author. I am a lot of other things. You know what I'm saying? That I do, that I do to try to make a living so that me and Margaret could afford this apartment. We could pay the dang bills. We could have food. Right? And look at me. Right? The reason I made all these series of videos is because it can't really work because I have a broken collarbone. Remember? Right? And so I'm not allowed to do anything. I'm not even allowed to pick up the trash can and take it out to the dumpster, am I, babe? Nope. See? So all I have is time right now to sit down and talk to my phone or my camera and try to spread some of this information out that I've gained over the experiences that I've had through my computer, right? But I also know that I don't have the words and the technical know-how to explain it the way they do. And the rest of you don't have the the know-how and the technical jargon speak to understand what they're saying. So I'm trying to interpret it for all of us, right? I'm trying to give you a heads up, right? Because there really are bad people, and they really can do all this stuff, right? It's been around for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't the only ones that have bad intentions when it comes to spying on us. You think the next president's going to be any easier, any softer, any simpler? Yeah, they're trying to make fun of Mr. Trump, right? But you really don't hear a whole lot about Ms. Clinton, do you? Or what they're plotting and scheming. Remember, they've had 8 years to set it up for us, and they had 8 years before that, and they had 8 years before that, and they had 8 years before that. The last real president that we had that had our interest in mind, you know what I'm saying, was Jimmy Carter. Right? And look what they did to him, because he was a nice guy, because he had our interest at heart. You understand? They were afraid of Mr. Reagan because Mr. Reagan was willing and able and capable of shooting the missiles at them and sending in the Marines full bore. He was that kind of a guy. Remember who he was? Ronald Reagan. You understand? You know, Bush and his boy, they finished off when Mr. Reagan started. Once the Iron Curtain went down, it was wide open. Right? But ever since Mr. Clinton, they've been plotting and scheming against us. I'm not saying anything new. I'm not saying anything different. I'm just, trying to give you guys a chance and a heads up, see what's really going on. That's why I made these videos. Think about it. Personal security in you. You need to pay attention. You really do. Thank you.